Yep. Not one of us. She's a barber, but somebody in her family is related to one of us. We convinced somebody to marry her. Mr. Berglund, president of the bank, picked up a hooker at 60 years old. Can you imagine that? What was your confession on Saturday? Charlie, Ty's brother, driving down the road, dropped a marijuana cigarette in his lap, crashed into a trailer. Your worst nightmare, Black Bart. One of your kids drags him home, shoot him. Pam's daughter. Pam's ex-husband. Pam's son. Used to pick me up from Enterprise. The girl from Kurtz. This is an after picture. There's one of her pictures when she's in her prime. The girl from Dixie Oaks. Doesn't she look pleasant this time of day? Oh, drunk at 7 o'clock in the morning when she went to jail for this one. Somebody popped her. Oh, she's been to rehab. She's cleaned up now. Young Jenny on her way to rehab. Young Jenny after rehab. Margaret got a master's degree and watches out for our kids. Judge Chandler's boy thought he could import a bunch of marijuana into the Gulf. Proud who he is. John Danny, first trip to jail for Daphne. Second trip to jail for Daphne. Third trip to jail for Daphne. I think he's been to rehab. Christy. More. 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 Kind of wild hair there. Looks really happy. Must have been to rehab. Put on a little weight. Put on a lot of weight. Must have been to 2 rehabs. Out of order from somewhere in the middle. Looks like a lost deer. Judge Dubose. Look what 60 days of psych rehab will do to you. Not so smiling anymore. Mr. Dyson, president of the bank, embezzling old people's money. Guess who? Candy coming back for probationary hearings and things. Life gets harder and harder. These new pictures just don't do you justice. Boo Boo's boy. J.D. Neighborhood thug. Another Clay City convict. Arlene, when they found her drunk laying in the middle of the road. Oh, she looked pretty pissed there. She's an angry lesbian. There's Brian, rest his soul. Actually, not a bad picture. There's Clay, dumbass. There's Kim, related to the first girl. That's a sister of the first girl on the roll. Following up with Daddy Ralph. That big old mustache. And Harry, he's an honorary Jennings. Let's not forget David Killian. He still looks angry 10 years later. Drugs. Or Christy. On her way to get Jerry out of jail. Takes us to Joel. Another one of the neighborhood thugs. And Vivi. And an honorary one. Sonny.